This week's flower of the week is the beautiful ranunculus. If you'd like to see what a ranunculus is, how to care for them, and what to expect in their end of life, keep watching this video. Like I said in my intro, this week's flower of the week is the beautiful ranunculus. Hi, my name is Chris from Gardening at the Simongetti North here in Sterling, Michigan. I'm a hobby gardener. I grow vegetables and flowers, and today I'm going to show you my ranunculus. And for the people that don't know what a ranunculus flower is, I will tell you what they are, how to care for them, and also what to expect at their end of life. So why don't we take a walk over to the garden and I will show you what I have going on here. What is a ranunculus flower? A ranunculus flower is a cool season flower that come in a large variety of hues, ranging in pastels to primary colors. They have rose-like petals and they're very delicate and thin. If planted in the right conditions, these flowers will not disappoint. Great companions to other spring flowers, ranunculus grow from corms, not from bulbs. So these are the ranunculus that I had pre-sprouted back in February or March. If you want to see how I pre-sprouted those, check out this video that I have here up in the corner. If you live in the south, you want to pre-sprout your ranunculus in the fall. And if you're in the north like me, you'll want to pre-sprout them in the spring, early spring, like February, March-ish. And then get them planted in the ground or a raised bed garden around April or as soon as your soil can be worked, because the ranunculus do love the cold. So as long as they're protected with frost cloth, I used a couple inches of mulch and a low tunnel frost cloth, and I was able to keep the ground from freezing and protect these plants from getting frost on them and helping them get to where they are today. So here is one of my tangerine. I have the tags, but all of them, the sun has removed the name of all these beautiful ranunculus, so I'll have to figure out what they are. I believe the pink up front is the marshmallow, and I think this one here is cappuccino. I believe that yellow one over in the corner is the super green, the super yellow green or something like that. I can't remember. This is chocolate. I believe this is black. Champagne over here. For some of the flowers that are already spent, I'll try to get a picture up to show you what they looked like before that. Ranunculus can actually take temperatures down like 10 degrees. I mean, I actually overwintered my ranunculus last year, so if you want to check out that video up here. And they flowered first, and now they're pretty much done for the season. So I'll take you over there and show you that and what to expect when the ranunculus have their end of life. Ranunculus are a perfect fit for raised bed and container gardening as well. So when caring for your ranunculus, when the temperatures start getting, a consistent 70 degrees and higher, and especially at night, the ranunculus don't like those temperatures. So you want to keep your ranunculus hydrated with cold water, and make sure you're watering at the base level. Don't overhead water so the flowers get wet. Make sure you're getting the ground wet. Make sure it's a well-draining soil so it's not keeping them soggy, but keeping them cool. You want to keep these flowers cool as possible. You can also throw a shade cloth over the top when the temperatures get really hot, during the day, especially if you live in the south. We also get some of those hot temperatures. I hadn't used a shade cloth. I was going to, but I just ended up not doing it. But so far they're doing good. I've been watering them almost every day with some cold water, and I think that's helping. For fertilizing, you'll want to fertilize maybe every 2 weeks, once a month, depending on how fertile your soil is. Some people say they're not that heavy of feeders, not like dahlias. Dahlias are heavy feeders. But you definitely do want to fertilize, something that's for buds and blooms. I'll put that picture up of the fertilizer that I used for the flowers. And so that's, the ranunculus, they actually do very well. If you fertilize them, give them, frequent waterings when it's hot, and just enjoy them. Let's walk over to the other bed and I'll show you what they look like at their end of life. So this is one of the beds that I had overwintered my ranunculus. As you can see, they are starting to die back. At this point, you can stop watering them and get ready for them to be pulled. Or if you want to risk it like I did, just put some mulch on and keep them buried. They'll start resprouting again in the fall like these did. And then I covered it with frost cloth. But if you're planning on pulling them, you want to keep them in as long as possible because the sun is still absorbing through the leaves, sending nutrients to the corm for next year's blooms. So you want to keep them in as long as possible. And once they get like this one here, that one is ready to be pulled, and then you can let them dry out and then store them for the next season. I don't remember what any of these ranunculus are as far as what their names are, because again the tags disappeared. The wording disappeared from the sun, so I don't have them. All I have is pictures from this season to try to go back and figure out what they are before I store them. But I might just leave them again this year, so we'll see what happens, what I end up doing. So I hope you found this video helpful growing ranunculus and how to pre-sprout them and how to care for them. Please leave me a comment below if you are first time growing ranunculus or if you've always grown ranunculus. Ranunculus are so beautiful. I have fallen in love with those flowers. But now it's dahlia season. So if you haven't seen how to plant your dahlia tubers, check this video out here. I will be doing dahlia videos coming up as I have gotten all of my dahlias pretty much planted. I think I got about 8 more to go to get planted today. They're either going to go in a container to be planted in a different garden elsewhere once they get cleaned up, or I'm going to find another spot for them. Keep a lookout for dahlia videos coming up soon, and especially when they start blooming because they are awesome. So, and I have new dahlias, some new dahlias from this year. I have dahlias that overwintered from last year as well. So I'm also working on my moon garden, getting that cleaned up. I've got some more annuals that I'm trying to get planted, and then I will do a moon garden update as well. Live, love, laugh, and garden. Hope to see you at the next video. God bless. Bye.